Hello everyone. So today we'll discuss one of the LR set of CAT 2020 slot 1. We'll directly move to the set now. Okay, now let's see what's there in the set. Let's try to understand the set completely. It's given the local office of the APP cab company evaluates the performance of 5 drivers. Let's consider A, B, C, D and E for their monthly payment based on rating in 5 different parameters, P1 to P5 as given below. The parameters are P1 represents timely arrival, P2 behavior, P3 comfortable ride, P4 drivers familiarity with the route, and P5 is value for money. So let's not discuss about that. Let's consider P1 to P5. Based on feedback from the customer, the office assigned a rating from 1 to 5 in each of these parameters. Each rating is an integer from a low value of 1 to a high value of 5. The final rating of a driver is the average. Now it's important, it's given, it's the average of his rating in these 5 parameters. The monthly payment of the drivers are 2 parts, of fixed payment and the final rating based bonus. If a driver gets a rating of 1 in any of the parameters, he is not eligible to get bonus. So to get bonus, he should not have 1, right? So this is an important line here. To be eligible for bonus, a driver also need to get a rating of 5 in at least one of the parameters, right? So what are the basic requirements here? No 1 and at least 1 5. These two are the major requirements here, right? So let's see, here I have a table given, a partial information related to the rating of the drivers in different parameters, and the monthly payment structure in rupees is given in the table below. So I have a partial table available with some more information given, that here Arun and Barun, so A and B, have got a rating of 5 in exactly one of the parameter. So exactly 1. So which one, we're not sure about that. So for the time being, I'll just insert the value as 5 here so that we can work on the values, right? And Chandan has got a rating of 5 in exactly 2 parameters. So Chandan has got 5 in 2 parameters. For the time being, I'll just mark these, right, because nothing is specified. If anything will specify, we'll change the values here. None of the drivers got the same rating in 3 parameters. So that means the next information is at most 2 parameters will have the same value, right? So it can be distinct, but at most 2 of them can have the same. Like in the case of Chandan, we have seen he has 2 5s in P4 and P5 for the time being, let's assume, right? So basically, if these are the cases, at least at most are the cases, that means we are talking about minima and maxima variations in these cases. So let's try to identify some basic relations first. Suppose if a person gets a bonus, right? Let's talk about one condition. If a person gets a bonus, then what can be his maximum score possible, right? So I'm talking about a case where a person gets a bonus. What can be his maximum score possible? Let's try to identify this. So 5 parameters are there. Maximum score. So what are the conditions? To get a bonus, he should not get 1 in any of the given parameters, and at least 1 5 should be there, and maximum two parameters can have the same values. So here, if 5 parameters are there and I want to maximize the score, it can be maximum 2 of the parameters will have 5, then maximum 2 of them will have 4, and maximum or the next will be nothing but 3. So let's add these values, let's check. So 10 and 11, 21. On average it's 21 by 5 or else 4.2. So maximum average one can score is nothing but 4.2. And then let's talk about the case where minimum score possible and a person should get a bonus, right? That means he should not get 1 in any of the parameter and he should have at least 5 in one of the parameter here. So now in this case, what are the possibilities? Minimum would be nothing but 2, and at most 2 of the parameters will have 2 as a score, then can have 3, 2 of them have 3, and at least 5 should definitely be there, right? So that's the condition here. Or else 15, average is nothing but 15 by 5, 3, right? So according to this, minimum 3 as a score and a person can get a bonus, maximum 4.2 and a person can get a bonus, right? Now let's take the second criteria or second condition where person is not getting a bonus, right? So not getting a bonus. Right. So what are the criteria to not get a bonus? He should have got at least 1 in any of the parameter. That's one of the condition. And the second one is he have not got any of the 5s. Right. So these are the values. So first, let's take the maximum score possible and a person is not getting a bonus. So maximum score, that means I'll consider he got 2 5s, then 2 4s, and he got a 1. If he gets a 1, that means he is not eligible to get a bonus. So here it's how much? 5 plus 5, 10, plus 4 plus 4 plus 1, 10 plus 9, 19, or else averaging with 19 by 5, or else 3.8. With a score of 3.8 maximum, he will not be able to get a bonus here, right? And the minimum score possible and the person is not able to get a bonus, right? So that means he might have scored 2 1s, right, and then 2 2s and 1 3, right? So this is the minimum score possible here. Let's see. So my summation is nothing but 9, averaging but 9 by 5, or else 1.8, right? So these are the basic calculations we have done, that a person may be able to get a bonus, the person may not be able to get a bonus. So this is the basic gist of the plot. Now we'll move to the questions here. If Damodar does not get a bonus, what is the maximum possible value? Now they are talking about the maximum possible value of his final rating. So Damodar maximum possible value, right? And I want to maximize his score. That means I'll have to insert 2 5s as we have seen, right? Then I should insert 4s, right? I'll insert 1 4 here because 2 4s if I insert, then I cannot have 3 here. So 1 4 1 3, and I should have at least 1 1. right? So that he is not able to get a bonus here, right? So this is my basic condition here. Let's add a 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5. My value is how much? 10, 8, 18. Average will be nothing but 18 by 5 or else 3.6. Now in this case, if we get 3.6, right, if we get 3.6, he will not be able to get a bonus here. Now identify almost similar thing we have already calculated earlier, right? So here according to this we have seen 19. When a person gets 19, 19 is maximum possible. Why? Because nothing was given here. Now here one of the parameter given was 3. That's why it should be slightly lesser than 19, or else we can say slightly lesser than 3.8, right? But the bad part is all the options are lesser than 3.8, so I cannot go by the options here. So I can directly calculate this part also. Next one, if E or else Iman gets a bonus, what is the minimum possible value of his final rating? So E got a bonus here and I want the minimum possible value. So I have to minimize the values. He cannot have 1 and he should have exactly 1.5 in this case with the lower ratings possible. So let's consider E got 2 2s, right, then 3s, then 5. Let's consider this will the minimum values possible. So let's take 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2. Let's add the values here. That's 15. 15, that means the average here will be 15 by 5, 3. When a person has the final rating as 3, still this person is able to manage the bonus here, right? So this set is pretty easy. Next one, if all 5 drivers get bonus, what is the maximum possible value of the monthly payment that a driver gets? So I want to maximize their payments. So what are the criteria given earlier? As we have seen, there were some criteria that A and B have got 1.5s, C have got 2.5s. These values were fixed here, right? Now I want to maximize, so only 1.5, 2 4s has to be there. Then here if we'll consider these two values will be nothing but 2 3s. Okay, sorry, my fault. It's given if all 5 drivers get bonus, what is the minimum possible? They're talking about the minimum possible in this case, not maximum possible here. So if I'm talking about the minimum possible, let's remove these values. So I have to minimize their payments. So for that I have to minimize the bonus part here. So it's 5 4. There should not be any 1. That means it's 2 2 then 3. So if we'll consider for Arun, it is supposed to be 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? So that's nothing but 19. Average is nothing but sorry, what is the minimum possible value of the monthly payment in rupees that a driver gets, right? So it's 2 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so let's add the values. Sorry, it's not 19, my fault. My value is 12 plus 4 16 So averaging was 16 by 5 or else 3.2. Then this person's overall salary will be nothing but 1000 is fixed plus 3.2 into 250, right? That means 800 here. The value overall is 1800. So A will receive 1800. Let's talk about B here. So again same condition, 2 2 3. So let's add 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5, which is 16, not 16, 15. Then the average will be 15 by 5 or else 3 is an average. The overall value now is 1200 plus 3 into 200. It's again 1800. So B will also receive 1800. Let's talk about C here. So it's 2355. Right. So here the value is 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5. So that's 17. Average is nothing but 17 by 5. 3.4 is an average. Total amount this person will be receiving is nothing but fixed value is 1300 plus 3.4 into 150. Right. So the value which this person will be receiving is nothing but 1740. Right. So C will receive 1740. D, I'll fix the values here, should have at least 1 5, and I want to minimize the value. Right. So it's 2 2 3. So same, it's 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5, which is 15. Average is nothing but 15 by 5, which is 3 in this case, and the total amount here, okay, for Chandan it was 14, my fault. Here it's 1300. Okay. For Chandan, my fault. Here I've calculated with 100, but I've written 150. So correct. So it's 340 plus 1400, 1740. Correct. And here 1300 plus 3 into 150. 1750 is the value available. And for Iman, let's consider the values here, assuming this is 5, again this is 2, this is 3 3. So same condition, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5, which is 15. Average will be nothing but 15 by 5, 3, and the total in this case is 1100 plus 3 into 200. So that's 1700. Now I have the figures as 1800, 1800, 1740, 1750, and this is 1700. My value is supposed to be nothing but 1700, as they're talking about the minimum value possible. Next one, if all 5 drivers gets bonus, what is the maximum possible value of the monthly payment? Now they are talking about the maximum possible value. So let's do one thing, let's insert the values directly here. For A, we have seen that for A, B and C, these are the conditions available. So here I'll directly insert some of the values because I want to maximize. Here it will be 4433, then here it's nothing but 44. I'll take 2 5s, then 2 4s, then again I'll take 2 5s, 2 4s, right? So for A, the value is how much? 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5, right? So let's add the values here. It's the maximum value possible in this case. So let's see, 8, 14 plus 5, 19. Average will be nothing but 19 by 5 or else 3.8. The total amount will be 1000 plus 3.8 into 250. So if we'll take this figure, it is supposed to be right 1950. So this figure is 1950. For B, it's 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5, same, that's nothing but 19. The average is supposed to be 19 by 5 or else 3.8. The total will be nothing but 1200 plus 3.8 into 200. Now it's 1960. Let's calculate for C. It's 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5. The value is 20. So average will be nothing but 20 by 5, 4. The figure is supposed to be 1400 plus 4 into 100, 1800, correct? Then D, let's consider, it's 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5, 21. Average is 21 by 5 or else 4.2. The total is nothing but 1300 plus 4.2 into 150. Right, so the total now is nothing but 1930. And let's consider for E. E, it's 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2, which is nothing but 20 again. Average will be nothing but 20 by 5 or 4. Then the total will be nothing but 1100 plus 4 into 200. It's 1900. Right, so we have these figures available and they are talking about the maximum possible value here. So 1950, 1960, 1800, 1930, 1900, maximum but 1960. Right, so two of the cases were observation based cases and two of the cases were slightly calculation based cases. Right, so that's all for today.